Hi, good afternoon. This is Dave Sabathney with the Western DuPage Chamber of Commerce. I know you're used to seeing me in person, and I miss being out there, being able to see you face to face and be able to, find out what challenges, what successes you're having, and be able to assist and celebrate with you. The COVID-19 has made a lot of things change for us all, and so you're stuck with me on video for now. Now, before you look at me and say, boy, what a hypocrite who's not following the rules, look at that handsome haircut. Well, I cut my hair myself, so no one else was in the room. But on a serious note, I would like to thank all of those frontline staff people, healthcare workers, truck drivers, grocery store attendants, stock people, all of those who are out there doing what they do every day. And putting themselves at risk to do so. We really appreciate them. I know that you and your employees want to be working, and so for those that aren't able to, we feel for you, and we were doing our best to understand what it's going to look like when we are able to get started again, and what we can do to assist you in that process. We're also trying to stay informed about what's happening on the legislative front with the Small Business Administration, the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, the Treasury's Office, so that we know what programs are available and to help you navigate through those processes, as we've done with many of our businesses so far. We also have a very comprehensive page on our website, westerndupagechamber.com, so you can always look there for current information. But we're also looking at what's expected. And so what's on the horizon right now? Well, the Senate just approved the now fourth version of the CARES Act. And what does that include? We know that the Payroll Protection Program was exhausted fairly quickly. They included businesses that clearly have over 500 employees. And they generally speaking, were serviced through banks that were already SBA lenders and businesses who already had a relationship with an SBA lender. And that was problematic to get through that. So we think that they've improved their process. It's not perfect, but they've made some improvements there. But it was clearly in the first round of those payroll protection program funds was a winner and loser. Either you got in and were able to process, or you were told not even to get in line, and that was kind of scary. Also, the EIDL loans, they've made some new funding. So I put up on the screen here what this new version will include. $310 billion increased payroll protection program. The Chamber, however, still does not qualify. Durbin and others have carved us out, saying that we're lobbyists, and so we don't qualify. While other charities, 501c3 charities and veterans groups do qualify, the Chamber does not. So we do not qualify for virtually any of the programs out there. But most of you do, and we really compel you to get in on this, and it will make a difference for you. $10 billion increase in EIDL loan grants with an additional $50 billion for EIDL loans. $75 billion increased reimbursement to hospitals and healthcare, and this goes for research as well as testing and increased bed capacity and things like that. So necessary. Again, chambers are still carved out. But some other legislation that is related to COVID-19, but will definitely impact businesses and is a little bit more obscure, is the workman's compensation law changes in Illinois, or the rules. So if you are an employee and claim workman's comp because you got the COVID-19 virus, it is presumed that you got it at work. And it is up to the employer to prove that you did not contract it at work. And that's a big problem. What is that going to do to your insurance mod rate? What is that going to do to the rates that you pay really into perpetuity if you have a number of employees who make this claim? So we're really watching that. Now, California, it was the first to put this in place, and they estimate that it will cost $11 billion for the businesses in the state of California, and a 61% increase in workman comp fees. In Illinois, where we're already at a competitive disadvantage with our surrounding states relative to workmen's compensation, that's a big deal. So we're keeping an eye on that and what that looks like. But on the positive side too, we're making sure that we're aware of what a rollout, what is reopening our communities, our state look like, and what can we do for our businesses through that process. One of the other things that we're doing also, kind of going back to what all people are doing to try to help their neighbors and help the community. We started a GoFundMe page, or a GoFundMe campaign rather, in coordination with the West Chicago Community Center, because they are a 501c3 charity, and therefore the donations would be fully tax deductible. So we made that, and that is to go to provide meals and possibly other things, but primarily meals to healthcare workers at the hospital, our fire department, our police department, our senior care facilities, who sometimes are overlooked. And so we want to be able to provide that, and we thank all of those who have provided us some support on that, and we encourage you to do that, again, with our thanks. Your chamber staff is here every day. In fact, the last video I cut off because I had somebody who was coming over, and we had to do a certificate of origin so that they can ship products out of the country, and without our signature they're unable to do that. So I don't understand how the government decides that we're not essential and that we shouldn't be included, but some of our businesses cannot do their work without the Chamber of Commerce. So we started this GoFundMe page. We hope that you can support that. We're here working for you and are able to help you navigate through some of these processes. Again, we have a very comprehensive website, so please visit that. We appreciate everything that everyone is doing, and we know this is a shift, and we know it's difficult for those who are at home learning for the first time how difficult it is to educate children every single day for hours at a time, and be creative and keep them engaged, who are trying to work remotely, virtually, from at home instead of at the office, who miss the camaraderie of having a team kind of space that they work in normally, and now having to adjust to that, and the uncertainty. And it really comes down to that. When our businesses, when our people have some certainty, even if that certainty is not good, the certainty is something they can build on and do very well. And so as much as we can help to provide some level of certainty, at least in terms of short term, here's what we can do, here's long term what we'll prepare for, I think we're going to be okay. We will come through this together. We miss you. We are here for you, and we wish you the very best, and be well. Thank you.